Tonight, we're learning at least 2 of those victims in the deadly plane crash have ties to the state of Ohio. NBC4's Jackie Gill has spent the evening learning about them and joins us now with how those victims are now being remembered. Jackie.
Kyle, I think you'll agree with me that watching these recovery efforts have been so heartbreaking to see.
Devastating.
And I know hearts are heavy tonight, not just here in Ohio, but across the country. The crash may have happened in D.C., but when we learned that at least 2 of the victims have Ohio ties, this story hits closer to home. Our hearts are broken. That's the way Cedarville University started its statement. They followed it with the heartbreaking news that Grace Maxwell, a junior majoring in mechanical engineering, was one of the victims on board the American Airlines flight. She was set to graduate in 2026. Cedarville is a private Christian university located about 60 miles west of Columbus. Maxwell is a Wichita, Kansas native. Her father, Dean, told the Wichita Eagle that she was returning to Ohio after going to her grandfather's funeral. When talking about the kind of person Maxwell was, Dr. Tim Norman, her secondary advisor, said, quote, "Grace was a quiet person with a keen interest in helping others through engineering." The statement continued by saying, as you can imagine, the past 24 hours have been very difficult for the Maxwell family and the Cedarville University community. Elizabeth Keys is a Cincinnati native who was also on the flight. Keys was working in D.C. as an associate at the law firm Wilkinson Steckloff. The firm has offices in both Washington and New York City. I reached out to the firm to confirm Keys' death. They sent me a statement that reads in part, "We are heartbroken by this terrible tragedy." Beyond being an excellent lawyer, Liz brought fearlessness, humor, and sharp wit to work every day, no matter the setting or circumstances. Keys wasn't traveling alone. Another Wilkinson associate, Sarah Lee Best, was with her. The firm added, "It is hard to imagine the firm without them. We are keeping them in our memories and their families in our thoughts and prayers." Cedarville University President Thomas White plans to address students about Grace Maxwell's death during a chapel program tomorrow morning at 10. Counselors are also standing by.